Hello, parents and caregivers. Pastor Ryan here at the source of power for our building, because I want to be a source of empowering you, the parent and caregiver, to be the spiritual leader of your home. So let's get ready for an hour of power. But don't worry, it's not really an hour. All right, you ready to power up? Here we go, Power Hour. Hey parents, caregivers, and guardians, welcome to another hour of power. Today's topic are the 4 tables of spiritual nourishment for your family. And these 4 tables consist of 1, the kitchen table, 2, the Lord's table, 3, serving at the table, and 4, the Thanksgiving table. So now let's look at each of these tables individually and what they are. The first table is the kitchen table, and it's exactly how it sounds. It's the kitchen table, that dining room table, that place where you go and have family meals together. See, the number one factor for parents who are raising kids to have drug-free, healthy, intelligent, and kind human beings is actually frequent family dinners. Now also, it's found that the number one shaper of vocabulary for younger children is frequent family dinners. And also, the number one predictor of future academic success for elementary kids is frequent family dinners. And lastly, one of the best safeguards against childhood eating disabilities or obesity or mental health issues is, you guessed it, frequent family dinners. See, discipleship starts at home, and the family table, that kitchen table, is one of the best places to make that happen. So, a question while we're at this table to ask yourself, what could you do to increase the quantity or the quality of your meals together? The second table for spiritual nourishment for your family is the Lord's table, or AKA the church and the body of Christ. See, if the primary table of nourishment is the kitchen table and our family table, a close second needs to be the body of Christ and the Lord's table. Going to church should be a priority to expose ourselves and our kids to other influential voices to help shape and mold them and disciple them. See, I know for myself, going to church and having a church was actually my closest community growing up. It served as a safe table or a place that I could experience God for myself, and I could also nourish my pursuit of God. I know I wouldn't be where I'm at or who I am today without that church with community and without that table. See, it takes a tribe, as you all know as parents and guardians, so be sure your child is receiving nourishment from the Lord's table. So while we're at this table, a question to ask ourselves: how many times per month does your family attend church? Is it a priority? The third table for spiritual nourishment for our families is to serve at the table, AKA ministry. So help each other, help your family find a place and a table that they can serve others. This could be serving food at a food bank. This could be helping deliver a gift to your neighbors. It could be inviting your kids to come and pray with someone when you pray for them. Any of those things are a myriad of options to help serve together. See, there's this great quote that has stuck with me through the years, and it goes like this: unless the youth learn to lead in the church of today, they will leave the church of tomorrow. We must move from having a youth ministry to youth in ministry. See, find a table, find a place to serve as a family to empower them and the plans and the good works that God has prepared in advance for them to fulfill. So while we're at this table, a question to ask yourself: what opportunities are there for your child to begin serving others? And the fourth table of spiritual nourishment for your family is the Thanksgiving table, AKA this is benchmark moments. These are holidays, milestones in your kids' lives, family vacations, church camps, and mission trips. So these are benchmark moments because they aren't typically part of our everyday life, but they do tend to be bookmarked events that as we flip through the pages of our memories, they stick out. And they stick out because they were out of the ordinary. They stick out because they were moments of creating memories as a family. And they stick out because there were moments of rising to challenges They stick out because they were moments where we met God, like Jacob in Bethel, and experienced God and learned about himself and learned about God. So while we're at this table, ask yourself, how could you better structure your family calendar and budget to make these moments happen? Well, thanks again for joining. I hope you walked away with some ways and some things to think about as you establish those 4 tables of spiritual nourishment for your family. Today's content was actually all from an amazing book called Brave Parents and Courageous Kids by Dr. Douglas Witherup. I suggest you check it out, read it for yourselves, and go through it with your spouses. And you can find a link to this book actually in the video description. So check that out. And also, for more empowering tips and tricks, be sure to check out the other Power Hour videos we have. And until next time, we'll see you later, and go empower.